Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're trying to get a handle on what really feels like a new global race. Not rockets this time, but artificial intelligence.
Right.
Our goal today is to help you understand not just, what's going on with AI, but why it matters so much for you, like right now.
Yeah, and that perspective mix is key, I think. We're setting the stage for a deep dive looking at AI from, well, two really different angles. You've got the practical sort of boots on the ground experiences from people actually building and, making money with AI solutions.
Okay.
And then alongside that, there's this ambitious national strategy shaping where it's all headed. Our mission really is to pull out the most important bits, help you navigate this landscape, and maybe spot some real opportunity.
And for that, our sources today are, real chats from an AI community, people actually doing this stuff in the trenches. And we've also got a detailed summary of America's national AI strategy. Okay, so let's unpack this. Let's kick things off with those immediate opportunities, because what really jumped out from the sources was this gap. Huge demand for AI stuff, but, surprisingly few people who can actually build it.
Right.
It's such a new field, maybe 2 or 3 years old, really. And like our sources said, there's no real, school pathway yet for AI engineering.
Yeah.
Which, suggests a real window for people who are willing to learn now.
It's a really important distinction to make, isn't it, between AI engineering and machine learning, ML engineering.
Okay.
Think of it maybe like this. The ML engineers, they built the engines. All these LLMs, the large language models we hear about.
Right, the core tech.
Exactly. Now, what an AI engineer does is they take one of those engines and think, okay, how can I use this maybe to power a fan or build a whole car around it? So AI engineering is really focused on using these existing models for actual business problems.
It makes it more accessible.
Way more accessible, yeah.
Okay.
Even if you don't have that deep machine learning background.
Okay, accessible is good, because if these chances are real, what's the money side look like? Our source, Masai, had some, pretty striking numbers. He mentioned offshore talent, maybe getting $25, $35 an hour. But then U.S.-based experts, especially those focused on a niche like AI for lawyers or something, that jumps way up, $50 to $200+ an hour.
Wow.
And he even said there's potentially no upper limit. Talked about 8-figure exits, selling applications people build. The big takeaway isn't just the cash, though. It's like how fast you can gain valuable skills.
Right. It's democratizing it almost.
Exactly. AI engineering values doing it, learning it yourself, more than maybe a long degree. It's like a new frontier where the main barrier is just deciding to learn it.
Putting in the time.
Yeah, just taking the time. So if you're ready to do that, what does it actually look like? Let's get into some specific examples from the sources. Take prompt engineering. Charles talked about buying thousands of prompts for all sorts of things, creative writing, academic writing, legal writing. And now he's thinking, how do I use these? Maybe package them up, like 30 legal prompts for lawyers.
Makes sense.
Or even offer prompt engineering as a service. Apparently that was a pretty big thing, probably 8 or 9 months ago.
And prompts are so versatile. That's the thing. A customer could use them directly, type them into ChatGPT.
Sure.
But the more powerful way is building an app where the LLM is hidden. It's behind the scenes doing the work for the app. So your skill in writing good prompts actually becomes the engine for a whole new product.
That's clever. And it goes beyond just prompts, right? Content creation seems huge. Ida's story was fascinating. She made a faceless Instagram page about healing.
Faceless. Interesting.
Yeah. And she used AI for almost everything.
Yeah.
Got branding ideas from Namelix.com, used ChatGPT completely for reels, posts, carousels, topics like self-sabotage.
Wow, all generated.
Pretty much. Then use Canva templates to make a week's worth of content in less than 10 minutes.
That's fast. Super fast. And for visuals, she's using things like Google Feel 3 or maybe Gen 3 for these short, 8-second videos as backgrounds, all from text prompts. So the video is AI generated too.
Yeah. And the smart part, she made a free starter kit, a healing journey starter kit, an ebook to get email addresses. For future product sales,
That's a solid strategy. And think about the value, marketing agencies can charge huge retainers, $10,000, $15,000 sometimes for content. What Ida's doing shows how someone can offer that kind of service to small businesses, but, much cheaper for them while still delivering great stuff. And for video, there are tools like Hagen now with AI avatars. You can make realistic videos without ever showing your own face.
Okay, so content's a big one. Then there was Xena. She wants to use AI to basically maximize and amplify her work. 10x her efforts, she said.
Efficiency.
Yeah. One thing was lead enrichment. She had like 500 leads from a talk she gave. First step was basic Excel, pivot tables to sort them. But her goal now is an AI agent, something that can research that person, find their LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever.
Dig up info, yeah.
Exactly. And then write custom messages. Key thing, avoiding spin tags. You know, that generic stuff that just sounds like a robot wrote it.
Right. Personalization is key.
So it helps personalize outreach through MailChimp. And she's also automating content, committing to daily LinkedIn posts for thought leadership, promoting her book and business.
What's really fascinating here when you pull back is how all these different, creative uses of AI, they're not just side projects. They're actually hitting real market needs. It's almost like everyone in this community is building their own unique superpower for this new economy.
Your superpower, I like that.
Yeah, whether it's content, outreach, streamlining things. These are skills businesses need right now. They're direct solutions.
So we've seen these amazing individual efforts, people really changing how they work and earn. But here's where it gets really interesting. All this stuff happening on the ground, it's playing out against this backdrop of a massive national push. Which brings us to America's AI Action Plan. A huge blueprint, our sources detailed.
Yeah, and this plan is a big deal because the U.S. government, well, they clearly see AI as the next, space race.
Great.
And winning it for them means economic power plus military strength plus innovation leadership. It's not just about keeping pace. The language suggests they're aiming for global domination in AI.
Domination. That's a strong word. Makes you wonder about the international angle, right?
Yeah.
How will other countries react? Could this kind of push actually, spark an AI arms race? Or maybe create friction with allies?
That's a really critical point. And while the plan is ambitious, maybe even aggressive, it does try to frame that leadership with certain values. They lay out these core beliefs, things like workers come first. AI should uplift, not replace American workers.
Okay, that's important.
Yeah, and also, AI must be unbiased, saying federal policy should resist ideological filters in AI tools. And of course, security is key, guarding against cyber threats, deepfakes, tech theft.
So they're trying to set some ground rules for their own push.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
And the whole strategy really rests on three main pillars.
Okay, what are they?
Pillar 1 is accelerate innovation. The goal is blunt. Make the U.S. the fastest and most innovative AI ecosystem. And the actions reflect that urgency. Things like cut red tape, getting rid of rules, slowing things down.
Standard government approach there.
Yeah, but also promoting free speech in AI, pushing for systems that value facts over specific agendas, supporting open source AI to help startups, encouraging adoption with AI sandboxes for safe testing, say in healthcare, and crucially, upskill workers.
Connecting back to what Masai said.
Exactly. Major investment in retraining and apprenticeships. It directly addresses that gap we talked about, the lack of formal paths, creating opportunity for learners. This pillar also covers boosting manufacturing, using AI for science, safety, government use, and even significant military use.
Wow. Okay. That's incredibly broad for just one pillar. Innovation across the board.
Pretty much covers everything.
So what about the physical stuff needed? The hardware, the networks?
That brings us straight to Pillar 2, build U.S. AI infrastructure. This is all about scaling up the physical systems AI needs. Chips, energy, data centers.
The nuts and bolts.
Exactly. So efforts to speed up building data centers, chip factories, and a big one, power the grid. Yeah. AI takes a lot of energy.
I bet.
A key goal here is bring chip making home, reduce reliance on other countries, plus building military-grade data centers. And interestingly, training skilled trades, electricians, HVAC techs, because you need people to build and maintain all this stuff.
That makes sense. It's not just coders.
Not at all. And there's a heavy cybersecurity focus pushing for AI that's secure by design and planning for AI incidents with national playbooks.
So they're thinking foundations, security, the whole physical layer. What about the global picture?
That's Pillar 3, lead global AI diplomacy and security. The aim here is twofold. Export U.S. AI globally, but also prevent adversaries from using it against us.
Okay, how?
By offering full U.S. AI tech stacks to allies, hoping they won't rely on places like China. Also, fight for AI standards internationally, pushing American values. Then there's control. control chip exports, close loopholes so advanced chips don't end up where they shouldn't.
Like with adversaries.
Right, and protect research with allies, prepare for AI risks by assessing national security threats, and even boost biosecurity, preventing AI misuse and creating, like, dangerous biomaterials.
So it's tech export, standard setting, and serious security controls. It's a very comprehensive strategy.
It really touches almost every aspect.
So, okay, we've got individual entrepreneurs seizing opportunities and this massive national plan pushing for dominance. What does this all mean for you listening right now?
Well, the strategy document itself sort of brings it home. It talks about the bottom line for the AI learning circle. Even though it's a huge national strategy, it offers a kind of local lens for you to think through. It basically asks, how can we apply AI responsibly? You know, in our schools, our jobs, our communities.
Right, bringing it down to earth.
Yeah, and what does ethical innovation actually mean in practice? And maybe most importantly, how do we get the next generation ready? Not just with AI skills, but also with emotional intelligence.
Skills and EQ. Interesting combo.
These aren't just, abstract policy questions. They're things you can think about in your own context.
So here's maybe the final thought to chew on. You've got this incredibly aggressive national push for AI leadership. And at the same time, individuals are grabbing these amazing, fast-moving opportunities we talked about. Given all that, what's your next move? How do you make sure you're not just, keeping up, but maybe even leading in this new space?
It raises a really important question, I think. In a world increasingly driven by this powerful AI, what's the unique mix that will really set you apart? Is it just the tech skills? Or is it combining those practical AI abilities we discussed with that bigger picture, the ethical thinking, the strategic awareness? That blend might be what defines the real leaders tomorrow.
A lot to think about. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into AI's double helix opportunity and strategy. We hope you feel better equipped now, ready to explore your own place in all this. Keep learning.